You ever meet someone so full of pride that they forget how fast life can turn around? My boss once told me, poor people deserve poverty. A month later, he was standing in front of me, asking for a job. I used to think loyalty mattered in business, that if you worked hard, stayed late, and played by the rules, it would eventually pay off. I found out the hard way that's not how things work, especially when your boss sees you as disposable. This wasn't just about money, it was about respect, and when that respect got crushed, something in me changed. I didn't plan revenge at first, but sometimes life hands you the perfect setup. 2 years ago, I was working at an insurance company downtown. I wasn't rich, but I was proud of how far I'd come. My name's Lucas, and I was the kind of employee every manager says they want. Never late, never complained, even trained new hires for free. My boss, Mr. Harrison, was one of those guys who wore designer suits but had the soul of a hyena, polished on the outside, nasty on the inside. He bragged about firing people the way others brag about winning awards. He loved to remind us we were lucky to have jobs. I remember him saying at a meeting once, "If you want sympathy, go talk to your mom. This is the real world." Still, I pushed through it. I had bills, dreams, and a mom with medical issues. That bonus check every December meant I could pay her treatments and breathe for a few months. So when bonus time came around, I stayed late for weeks. I handled extra clients no one else wanted, worked weekends, missed birthdays, all because Mr. Harrison said there's a surprise coming for those who give their best. Then the day came. Everyone was buzzing, waiting for their envelopes. He called us one by one into his glass office. When it was my turn, he didn't even look up from his phone. "Lucas," he said, signing papers, "no bonus for you this quarter." I froze. I thought my performance was above target. He gave this fake smile and said, "It's not about numbers, it's about attitude. You work hard, sure, but you still think too small." I asked what that even meant, and that's when he leaned back, crossed his legs, and said the line that burned into my brain. "Poor people deserve poverty. That's how the system keeps balance." I felt something snap inside me. I didn't yell, I didn't throw anything. I just said, "Thank you for the feedback," walked out, and swore I'd find a way to make him regret it. I started job hunting that same night, but instead of just looking for a new office gig, I aimed higher. A few weeks earlier, one of our clients had noticed my work ethic, an older businessman named Mr. DeLuca. He told me once, "If you ever get tired of being underpaid, come see me. I like people who don't complain." So I did exactly that. I walked into his office downtown and told him everything, without the emotional bits, just the facts. He laughed and said, "My company just lost its operations manager. You want to run the department?" I couldn't believe it. I'd be making double what I earned before. I started immediately. Here's the best part. Our company worked with multiple small insurance agencies as clients. Guess which one showed up on our service list 3 months later? Yeah, Harrison's company. When I saw their name in the partnership pipeline, I almost laughed out loud. They were struggling badly, cutting staff, losing clients, and begging for new contracts to survive. I didn't tell Mr. DeLuca about my personal history yet. I wanted to see how far this would play out naturally. Then one afternoon, my assistant came to my office and said, "Lucas, there's a Mr. Harrison here to see you. Says it's about a possible contract." Just hearing his name gave me chills. I took a deep breath and said, "Send him in." He walked in with his same overconfident swagger, but he looked thinner, a little paler. He didn't recognize me at first, probably because I was in a tailored suit this time, sitting behind a big desk. "Good afternoon," he said, shaking my hand. "We're looking to partner with your firm for corporate coverage. I believe we can help each other." I watched him talk, selling himself, pitching his company like a man on the edge of a cliff trying not to fall. I let him finish before saying calmly, "Mr. Harrison, do you recognize me?" He blinked, looked closer. "Wait, Lucas?" "Yeah, the one you said deserved poverty." His face went pale. He opened his mouth, then shut it again. I could see the panic wash over him like a wave. I leaned forward. "You know, funny thing about life, sometimes the people you step on, you end up begging from later." He tried to smile. "Lucas, listen, business is business. I might have said a few harsh things before, but you know how stress gets." "Oh, I remember exactly how it was," I said. "You cut my bonus, told me I didn't think big enough. Guess you were right, because now you're asking me for help." He tried to salvage the contract. He offered me mutual benefits, even hinted at giving me a consultant fee if I could make it happen quickly. But instead of humiliating him in public, I decided to do something better. I told him, "Give me a full proposal. I'll review it." He left looking relieved, thinking the meeting had gone well. What he didn't know was that I made a few calls right after he left to some mutual clients who had quietly complained about his shady billing practices. Turns out he'd been overcharging clients for fake policy adjustments and pocketing the difference. I gathered the evidence, sent it to our legal team, and that was that. His company was blacklisted from the partnership program permanently. A week later, word spread. Harrison was forced to shut down half his team. 2 weeks later, he emailed me personally. "Lupus, I respected your work ethic. I made mistakes. I need help. Even a temporary job would be a blessing." Reading that email, I felt something strange. Not joy, not anger, just peace. I called him. When he picked up, his voice sounded tired, humble even. "Lucas, thank you for calling. I know I don't deserve your time." I cut him off. "You're right, you don't." There was silence. Then I said, "But I'll tell you what, there's an open customer support role. It pays hourly. You'd report to one of my junior managers." He started stammering. "Wait, are you being serious?" "Completely serious," I said. "It's not glamorous, but it's honest work, the kind of thing poor people do to survive." He didn't take the job. Pride wouldn't let him. But word got around fast. The same people he used to walk past like furniture started sending me congratulations. It didn't feel like revenge anymore. It felt like balance. A few months later, our company hosted a business luncheon. I saw Harrison again, this time sitting alone at a side table. No assistants, no team, just him scrolling through his phone, pretending he didn't notice me. I was tempted to walk past. Instead, I stopped, smiled, and said, "Funny seeing you here. You still believe poor people deserve poverty?" He looked up at me. His eyes said everything: defeat, shame, maybe even regret. "I was wrong, Lucas," he said softly, "about everything." That moment, that's the real payoff. Not his failure, his realization. I nodded and said, "We all learn somehow." Then I walked away. Life has a way of teaching lessons without needing you to lift a finger. When someone disrespects you or takes advantage of your kindness, sometimes the best revenge is just success, the kind they can't ignore or undo. If you've ever been treated like you were less than others, remember this: tables always turn. Maybe not fast, maybe not loudly, but they turn. And when they do, the only thing you need to do is stay calm and let karma handle the timing. Watch the next story. It'll make you believe in karma even more.